People want to know why we do what we do.
They want to know where we're going.
We're two guys with big hearts.
We love telling a good story.
And we're damn good at it.
We're local realtors who love serving others.
We are relationship-based and data-driven.
We love showcasing our corner of the world.
And we do it in style.
We are the local voice in the community.
It's time to turn on the mics.
And let's get to the show!
What's up, friends? Jason here with Love Local Off 53. Excited to be here today with, you may have already noticed, a different co-host. Mike is away with his family. We're a family-run business. We believe in doing what's right for our wives and our kids, and he's having a blast up in Wisconsin right now. So I have the honor of sitting here next to my wife today. So I might be checked throughout this podcast. You might learn things about me that are, that nobody else would know, but she would know it. But I'm excited to be able to chat with you today, Carrie, and dive in to meet a couple of our guests. We're going to be talking to two Palatine Jaycees today, Megan and Jen, to talk about the Hometown Fest, and they have a big anniversary coming up. But before we dive into the show, let's hear a word from one of our sponsors. All right, friends, we are excited to showcase one of our sponsors, Bellworks, Chicagoland, and Hoffman Estates. Bellworks is new to the Chicago area, but the vision has been around since 2008 in New Jersey. We decided to set up our office and studio here at Bellworks because the energy within the building is off the charts. Working around other businesses and entrepreneurs in this modern space is unlike any other place available here in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. From the unique design to the vibe of being around other businesses and entrepreneurs, we were hooked from the first time we walked through the doors. The vision behind the Bellworks model is special, and in our opinion, the future of how we will work, live, and play. They coined the term metroverb, metropolis and suburbia. My friends, it is the best of both worlds, a city vibe, but right here in the suburbs of Chicago. Bellworks is a destination for business, culture, and life unlike any other in our area, with world-class offices, one-of-a-kind retail space, delicious dining options, awesome event spaces, and much more. The build-out is still in the beginning stages, but trust us when we say that it is a special place. Bellworks is unique in that it is a special place for any size business. Businesses have the opportunity to grow without ever having to leave Bellworks. They can start with a private office within a collaborative co-working environment called CoLab. When they grow to where they need more space, they can get a private built-out spec suite within the ready-to-wear suites. And if the business keeps growing, they can have a suite built up on the 3rd and 4th floors. The building is truly meant to create a community to help businesses thrive, grow, and be successful. The building is beginning to come alive and growing with tenants every single day. We are having a blast here at Bellworks and have enjoyed our new routines, from working out in the Fit Lab gym that is available on the lower level to our coffee and lunch from Fairgrounds in the square. Bellworks is bringing urban cool, urban comfort, and urban convenience to the suburbs. To learn more about Bellworks, visit www.bellworks.com or reach out to us. We would love to connect you with them.
Welcome back, everybody. Or I feel like I should be talking like Mike and say, "Hello, everybody." Oh, okay.
I can't
do that.
That's awesome.
I can't do that like him. But that's how he does it, and then I just feel like, you need to add it in there. But anyway, we are excited. I'm excited as a lifelong Palatine resident with lots of experience and memories of JC's events to welcome today Jen Anderson of the Palatine Jaycees.
It's nice to be here.
Excellent to have you. And also Megan O'Brien.
Hi, everyone. It's good to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. So I'll start with Jen. So Jen, tell us how you got started with the Jaycees and a little bit about you.
Oh, well, it's been 20 years now. So 20 years ago, I had a friend actually come up to me and say that I owed the Gurney Jaycees money. I'm now a member. And so I paid. I stayed with them for about 3 years. All 3 years I was on their board. I transferred over to Palatine my second year in. After being at a Hometown Fest and loving what they did, I had also just moved to Palatine. And then I've been in Palatine ever since. And I've met my husband with the Jaycees. My kids are now JC kids. I've watched the JC kids grow up. They're now watching my kids.
Wow.
The Jaycees mean everything to me.
Awesome.
You guys are such a tight-knit community, I feel like. Any JCs that I've met is like, yeah, you guys are like close-knit and you love doing good things in the community. So it's awesome you've been doing it for 20 years. That's insane.
Yeah.
How about for you, Megan? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of your path to JC's?
Yeah, so I actually joined in October of 2017 through work. It was supposed to be a way to network within the Palatine community, to bring donors and community members to our fundraising events, and it turned to be something I fell in love with, the people, what the JCs stand for. I just kind of found new friends to hang around with, and I stayed and continued to make an impact within Palatine. I love helping out within the community. I was always into big volunteering, so I love what the JCs do. So
Yeah, as I mentioned tight-knit earlier a little bit. Do you guys like carry your lives on the outside too? Like, do you do JC stuff and you volunteer hardcore, but then do your families and stuff come in around?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
My family, not so much. I've actually pulled my sister in to be a JC, so she's like slowly getting her feet wet within the JCs, but not as much as I have. I jumped in and
What's her name? I'll talk to her right in the camera. Look right there.
Her name is Abby O'Brien. She is not as a social butterfly as what everyone else calls me, so I don't want to push her too far. I don't want her to leave because it is such a great organization, but I've grown. I help out with the local level. I do state things, and then I have just recently become a part of the national board for JC.
So obviously, you enjoy it, and it's been a impactful part of your life. If you're recruiting your sister in, besides needing extra help, and you want her to help do stuff, so how has the JCs? Obviously you talked about friends, but how has the JCs benefited you? Like, what did you get out of it?
So besides friends, it's a great organization to help build up your personal and professional. So a lot of chapters have like a different focus. Palatine is very community heavy, but we also focus on helping you build yourself within your current job, or if you're looking to find a new job, we'll help you with interview skills, building your resume, or even outside of professional. So if you're looking to buy a house, we've kind of done like a 101 house building or house buying, I guess, or if you're interested in learning more about getting in the stock market, those kind of non-formal things.
I imagine the people with all the job changes that have happened recently, that's been a very active part.
Yes,
of
very
what you
much.
do.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that's part of what you guys did. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
really
like
awesome.
a secret known thing. We kind of like advertise the community.
Until now.
Yes,
Yeah.
until now.
It's out there. Yeah.
And Jen, I know when we talked earlier, you said that your why for the JCs has changed over the years from when you first started to what it is now, and then you're on the brink of this being your last. So tell us a little bit about that. Like, what does that all mean?
So the why, I think for every JC, it changes from the time you start to the time you end. When I started, it was because my girlfriend needed me. She needed, that second person there that she knew to do what she wanted to do. Then it went to because I wanted to help my community. And then it went to my life was falling apart, and it was my study. It kept me grounded. And then it went to growth, like just growing as a person and, moving up within the world, personal, job, just life in general. And now, God, it's so sad. And now it means growing out of them and being there to watch the younger JCs succeed and being there if they need help. The why with the JCs is always going to change for all of us.
So you say growing out of. There's an age limit for the JCs?
So the JCs are a young adult organization. Some chapters are 18 to 40. Ours is 21 to 40, and I turned 41 this past March. So Hometown Fest is my last project.
Your last
as
hurrah.
An active JC.
All
But
right.
40 is the new 30, so you're good.
Exactly.
You're good. 'Cause
I
I just
don't
turned
feel-
41
I don't feel
recently.
old at all.
It's 31. It's just a lot easier that way. But I feel like you mentioned it a little bit. The people that I know that are in the JCs or that have been in the JCs, like you stay with it. It's almost like a lifelong thing or a friendship type thing.
It is.
There's like a title for the people that are older, we're old. Let's just call it a spade a spade. We're old. Time we're over 40.
Easy,
Yeah,
easy.
hey. What is the group called or the name called?
So it depends on who you're talking to.
Uh-oh.
So as a JC, it's called Roostering Out, and we call them Roosters. But we now officially call them Associates.
So that's
Oh,
much
that's
nicer.
fancy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, I heard the
that's
first one.
professional.
Yeah.
It's very professional.
So you've been in the JCs for 20 years, but the JCs has a huge anniversary coming up for the Palatine chapter, right? So is it the 65th?
It is.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
It's great to think that we get to be a part of it, though.
Yeah, it definitely has. What is it? Like, what has it been like since? Like, what's the evolution you've seen? What is that evolution you've seen just in the past 20 years? Yeah.
I mean, I've seen projects come and go. I've seen JCs come and go. For me, the 20 years has been no technology to all the technology that we have. Podcasts. We didn't have podcasts 20 years ago. Like, if we wanted to market, it was paper, newspaper, Daily Herald, Tribune.
Totally.
Now, I mean, we're here.
Yeah. And it wasn't like back in the day. Like, do we have pictures? I feel like we have some old school pictures.
Oh,
that
wow.
We saw.
That's taking me back. That's taking me back.
So
for
don't
sure.
I look at those pictures and like, okay, so I am getting old now, but like that, I'm nostalgic, but like you remember those days as a kid. And those were fun days, right?
For sure.
And I feel like coming out of this C word that we're not going to talk about, like, I don't know if it's just me or if you guys agree, like we were fiending for that again. Right? Like that community, that
Yes.
togetherness, that let's get out, let's not worry about all the things that we've had to worry about, and let's have fun, and let's do some good things in our community. So I love seeing that. I love seeing like where it's been to where it's coming in now, where you guys are like podcast, you're all over social media, you're doing good things in the community. It's pretty cool, and to be around for 65 years. It's a pretty awesome thing. Today, last year was a little different, I'm thinking, with COVID. What is the hometown fest like today? And either one of you can answer.
Yeah, so it used to be a one-day fest, and this year they kind of typically fall somewhere between 4 to 6 days. So we bring in live entertainment. There's fireworks. There's a carnival. We have food vendors who come in. So this year we have about 10 different vendors. In the past, it used to be the JCs cooking hamburgers and hot dogs and brats. So it's definitely come full circle, and we have grown to be a bigger organization. There's about 120 of us this year, so we used to have about 35 the first fest. So
120 of you, but you're working 5 to 6 days. Like
Yeah.
that's a long.
and most
a lot
of
of work.
Yes, most members come
sleep?
out.
Yeah.
No, you'll find me at the fest sleeping
Yep.
most likely
Yeah.
On the couch.
on a couch somewhere, or the beer tent if it's really hot.
So
Speaking of beer,
yeah, speaking of beer, so there's a segment on our show, guys, called "What's in the Cup." Mike does it. He does a fantastic job of that. I'm saddened to say this, and it's breaking my heart, but I'm not as cool as Mike, and I could not have executed what Mike could do.
But we have cooler cups.
But we do have cooler cups, and I still bring beer, but we do have some cool cups that go along with this.
Yeah, and
And
they
they
light
light up.
up. They're fancy.
I'm gonna drink it. I'm not gonna light it up.
It's fancy.
But back to this. So, for the foodies out there, can we dive in a little bit more? You talked about 10 vendors, but what are those 10 vendors? What does that look like?
So, food-wise, it just changed up on us.
Sorry.
We have, we have the American Legion who do their corn every year,
best
who are
part.
also bringing in cheese curds. So for me, that's my dinner for the next, 5 days of the fest.
Cheese curds, corn, and beer. That's all you
Yes.
need.
What could you ask
Right?
for?
I mean, that's what you need at a summer fest. Okay,
and
but
I
there's
mean-
others. But wait, there's more.
There's more. It's amazing, like the different foods that you're gonna see at our fest, at any fest. Like we have some barbecue, we have Chinese. Like we actually have someone who does orange chicken and rice.
Yum.
Euros. We have
There's fried Oreos.
There's
Those
fried
are My
Oreos.
favorite food.
Oh my gosh.
That's like dinner.
What's a fair without fried Oreos?
I
What
Seriously,
happens
right?
at the hometown fest stays at the
Yes.
hometown fest, including calories. Throwing that out there.
Nice.
The hometown fest is calorie free.
Yes.
It's like birthday cake.
Okay, so orange chicken, fried Oreos, gyros, barbecue.
I say we'll have pizza from JJ Twigs,
Love
which
it.
for us is a local favorite, and then we'll also have Kona Ice.
He's a ex-JC, right?
He is
Yeah.
a past JC.
He's an associate.
Or rooster. Is it? What
Well,
is it
we're
called?
using the new professional term, associate.
Sorry if I went overboard. Sorry. And then there's lemonade there as well.
There is lemonade.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Lutheran will be having their lemonade.
My alma mater, go Bobcats.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. So live music, there's food. There's a carnival there.
There's
So same as
carnival.
like last year that was there? Or what does that look like?
Our carnival tends to be somewhere around the same unless they get like a newer ride. We are limited in space with the carnival, so like they'll still have the Freak Out and the Ring of Fire.
What's the freak out?
The Freak Out is the pendulum ride.
Okay, yeah.
That goes just back and forth. and,
Don't
like,
go on
goes
that after
almost-
you've had the deep fried Oreos and the
No,
gyros and
Or
the
the
done
corn
that.
dogs.
Yeah, yeah, that's not a good idea.
No, it's not.
You have the Ferris wheel, which is like iconic for us, and then for like kid rides, you'll have their train and usually like the motorcycle rides, the carousel, and then sometimes they'll surprise us and they'll bring out like other rides that we haven't had. Some years we get the bumper cars, some years we don't. So we won't know until probably about a few days before what rides will actually come though.
You know, it would be really cool is if there was a place where you could just drop off your kids and leave them there. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome? Just leave them there.
That would be nice.
6-year-olds. Yeah, sorry, I just thought of that right now because we get to
So-
take our kids. This is the first
So-
year where we get to take them to the carnival and
This
they
is
get to
true.
engage in
This
that.
is
Sorry.
true. This is true. So you talked about music. So you have bands playing too. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we will have Seventh Heaven. It's been one of our premium entertainment bands that we've had over the years.
Very popular.
Always popular. We will have Boy Band Review, so if you're a big 90s boy band fan, they will be there. They are one of our favorites. Our president has personally asked for them to come this year, so we had to make that happen this
Well,
year.
Mike will be happy.
Yes. And then Bucket Number 6 and Jolly Ringwalds are also our other, a few other bands, but we'll have a full schedule up soon, so everyone kind of take a look at what's coming and when they want to come. So.
And now the bands, those are free?
Yes. So the whole fest is free. The only thing that you would have to pay for is if you wanted to go on the carnival or if you're paying for food or beer.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
Nice,
sense.
family-friendly, community-oriented events.
Okay, so I'm really happy and very excited about two things that were not at the fest last year. That's
Yes.
the parade and the fireworks. Mm-hmm. Like the most popular. I mean, everyone's
favorite.
memories of the parade and all those good things. So tell me about the parade first.
Mm-hmm.
How many floats, I guess you could say, participants do you have, and what's the range? What kind of different types of businesses and associations do you have there?
Yeah, so we have just over 60 entries this year, which we're really excited about. So they range from nonprofits to businesses. Love Local will be very excited to have you guys in the parade this year, too.
We're excited too.
Looking forward to some great costumes from you guys as well. But then we have local park districts, swim teams. We always have our political groups come in, so we're very excited for that. We are excited to have the Edders, so they will be our grand marshal. They are a very active couple within the Palatine community. Yeah.
For sure.
They're
They-
cool people full of love. That's
Yes,
what they are, yeah.
and I think they've obviously done a lot to elevate the city
Much
and
respect.
shine a light on the city and
Yeah.
the great things that the city offers. So that's totally fitting. So then, for the parade, give us the inside scoop. Like, where do you park? How long can you do dibs, or like how's that work?
So you can do dibs, but it's not really an official thing we do. We do dibs for fireworks, so we'll get into that later. But anywhere along Slade or Cedar, the railroad tracks are a great spot to sit. As you get closer to Village Hall, the better you'll have as the crowds get larger. There'll be lots of different goodies coming out of entries, so stay tuned for that.
And what's the route? And
So,
what,
oh yeah.
Yeah. And what time does it start? Like, I'm just excited. When is it?
So we'll start at 11 o'clock on Saturday. It'll kick off from Cedar and go down Helen and then into downtown off of Brockway, across the railroad tracks.
It'll go down Slade.
Sorry. It changes every year. We've gone back and forth with construction with the park district and the village, so
It's great to hear like a lot of these traditions coming back and getting back to normal life. What are some other traditions or things that are coming back throughout this like 5 to 6 day period that you have going on?
Well, we got fireworks coming back,
Yeah.
which is my favorite.
Yes.
I always joke that I wanted to go out with fireworks, and I actually get to this year, as long as it doesn't rain. So we do have fireworks
say
this
that.
year.
I know, right? It's like someone knock on wood right now.
Okay, so wait, let's get back to so the parade is what day?
The parade is Saturday.
Saturday the 2nd, right? And so
Second.
then when are the fireworks?
The fireworks are Sunday, the 3rd,
Okay.
and they usually start going off around dusk, which is usually between 9 and 9:30 p.m.
Okay.
And for those people who want to, claim their spot, they can claim their spot starting anytime after 7 a.m. on Sunday, with preferably blankets, not tarps. The tarps do kill the park district grass. A lot of times people do like stakes with rope and rope off their section. So
Okay.
that's my favorite part of the whole festival. I usually cry for those 30 minutes as they're being shut off. I'm a huge firework fan. But with that, we also have like our fireworks raffle where anyone can get in and try and win the best seat in the house, that they have a parking spot that's safe for them. They get a basket full of goodies, and they get the best seat to watch the fireworks.
Okay, so how do you get into this action?
You have to go onto our website, which is...
PalatineJaycees.com/hometown fest. And on our homepage, there's a link to buy your fireworks raffle tickets.
That seems like that's the best route to go. Like if you could get the whole package and like
And a
special
parking spot?
seating and and a parking spot.
Yep,
Like
dinner, swag.
and you're
dessert.
making a good contribution, right?
Yes. It all goes back into the community.
Excellent. So what else is happening? So we have food, we have carnival rides, we have live music, we have parade, fireworks. What else?
So new this year, on Thursday, we will be kicking things off with a local band called Collision. So they'll be performing at 5 o'clock for us. And then following that, we'll be doing our family movie night. So it's something new. We'll be playing Moana, so very family friendly. Grab your seats in the amphitheater.
One of my favorites.
It's a great,
It's a wonderful movie. It's my son's favorite.
Okay, so for the Moana showing, the movie showing, are you allowed to, and for the bands too, I guess, I don't know, I imagine the rules would be the same. Like, can you bring in coolers or no? Because you guys are selling food
Yeah,
there.
so
That's a
we
big-
ask people not to bring in coolers. It does happen every year. So just because we have vendors, we want them to be successful. We're selling beer too, so
Especially now, if you're out, like support your local businesses. You know, we could be frugal in other ways, but when there's a way to give back to your local businesses, like do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. So we have movie night, and then there's an expo, right? Because we were part of that last year. So what is the expo?
The expo is a lot of arts and crafters, nonprofits, businesses that get to come out for 2 days. They have a 12 by 12 booth where they can sell, promotes, speak to every person who walks through our field.
And what days is that one?
Those are going to be Friday and Saturday this year.
Okay.
Friday it'll be from 3 to 9, and then Saturday will be 12 to 7.
Okay, cool. So you talked about Friday and Saturday being the expo. Saturday's the parade. Sunday night is the fireworks, and the carnival's going on this whole time, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yes?
And Monday.
And Monday. So what else? Is anything special happen on Sunday?
On Monday, we have our family day.
Ah.
So it's a great way for the family to come out on a holiday this year and enjoy some free fun.
So Monday, 4th of July.
Monday, 4th of July. It'll be on the field that's next to the main festival field, right behind the pole. They'll have bouncy houses, a face painter, a balloon artist.
For free.
For free.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just a great way for any family to be able to come out and enjoy the day and not have to worry about spending money or if their kids can go on one thing and not the other, they can do it all.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, especially as prices of everything are skyrocketing right now. To find something you can do as a family for free, and so
Outside.
outside. And so getting around. What's the inside scoop? Where do you park? What's the best kept secret?
So there's a lot of great options for parking. So there's always the garage over by Nellie's. There are some local streets down next to the fest that do have parking, but there are some that are no parking streets. So you'll just have to pay attention to where those signs are on the streets. We do suggest if you are not from in town that you can take the metro train. We are about 10-15 minutes from that. Otherwise, you can always Uber. It's a great spot to be close in your community.
Especially if you're in the beer tent.
Yes.
I'm excited for the Hometown Fest this year. Last year was great. We were at the expo as well. This year, I think we're just going to do the parade and kind of evolve from there. But just it's such a fun event, and it's such a good time to be able to take your family out and have a good time and enjoy yourselves, enjoy your beer, carnival, the food, music, all of it. Just sounds like something we all need. But the mission for the Jaycees, can we just touch a little bit on that? Because I feel like what you guys do in the community is just, it's pretty special, and I think a lot of people don't really know exactly what you do. Can we dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, so it provides development opportunities for young people to create a positive change within their community. So like Jen and I mentioned, it kind of goes different within different chapters wherever you are across the country. But it is really to make an impact within your community, whether you're doing fundraisers, you're raising money for yourself to provide those opportunities, whether they're free or discounted, as well as helping grow members within your chapter.
Cool. I love that. And you guys do other big events around town. What are some other events that you all host?
Yeah, so we have two, we call it the big three. So Hometown Fest, we have Fallback Brew Fest, which is hopefully going to be in October this year. We're still waiting for a date, but it is a brew fest, so we bring in a bunch of different beers. We have different local home brewers, actually, who will come in too. And then the last big one is our Christmas tree sales. So in the same parking lot of the Family Aquatic Center, we set up a fest, or not really a fest, a tree lot farm, and you can come pick out your own tree. We'll cut it shorter for you. They're all pre-cut already. We have garland, we have wreaths. You can get decorated things too. So it's a great opportunity to give back that way too.
Cool. I love that. I feel like I saw a lot this year with you guys doing the tree stuff around the holidays.
So can I just add on to that too?
Please.
That this year we brought back the Easter egg hunt, which brought in thousands of kids, and is also, it's one of our free projects, which is one of our bigger free community events that we offer as well.
Wow,
Cool.
that's a lot of Easter eggs.
It was
It's probably the biggest one we've had. We were prepared before COVID. We had a big one. And then this year we were like, oh, wow, everybody was really ready to come back out for Easter.
Totally.
I was there with my kids, and I just kind of watched everyone who was actually volunteering, like, I was like almost like shocked, like, wow, is the line ever going to end?
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of great events that you'll do all around the year. Where can people follow you and get to up to date on what you're all doing in the community?
So we have a Facebook page. If you follow us, Palatine Jaycees, we're there. We do have a website. We keep it super actively updated. You'll find whether it's a big fundraiser or just a smaller social we're getting together. We do membership booths, or M Nights as we call them, around town to get new members to come in, or if it's not recruiting, it's just informing people what the Jaycees do. And if you want to come back later, you're more than happy to come back and say, hey, I'm ready to join, be a part of this group of people and make an impact within my community.
Cool. And you could do that through your website?
Yeah,
as well?
so there's a join there, or you can fill out an actual form.
I think that's what I did last year. Y'all got me at the beer tent.
Yes, that's what we set up.
They're doing reconnaissance work.
Yes.
I'm working here.
This year we have roaming membership people, so they'll be
Uh-oh.
in green shirts, so we'll get you that way.
I say Hometown Fest is probably one of our biggest membership recruitment projects.
You guys always look like you're having so much fun. Like, I remember last year, pulling up to, unload all our stuff, and you guys had like a table, and I think there might have been some Bloody Marys. I'm not sure. I was looking the other way. I'm like, I don't know if they're supposed to have
Sounds
those or
about
not.
right.
But,
Sounds right.
but I'm like, these guys look like they're having so much fun. Everybody's just like, that feeling when you're like, you're in a project and you're working really hard on it, but you're having so much fun. You're so tired, but it doesn't matter. And you're laughing at stupid things. And
Yeah.
just have fun.
Everyone, especially during Hometown Fest, we get so close because, like you said, we're so tired that you're just kind of pushing through it, and you're like, we're doing this for the community. We're ready to make an impact.
I say you never realize how tired you are until you close.
Yeah.
That last day, like as like the fest closes down, you sit down for 2 seconds, like, oh, it ended, and then you got to stand back up. It's the roughest part.
Definitely. Anything else that you think we need to add into the show?
I think if you're interested in joining the JCs, find us at Hometown Fest or find us out and about through town. We love to have you. If you're not quite ready to join, that's okay. We'll definitely show you the ropes of what we're all about.
Cool. Yeah, guys, check out the JCs. Follow them on their social channels, as they mentioned. Go visit them at the Hometown Fest or one of the other events that they're going on. Go to their website. Selfless people. My experience with them, selfless people that are just doing good things to be able to make our communities a better place to live. And I don't always know that they get the credit that is deserved for throwing big festivals and those types of things. So huge shout out to both of you for what you
Thanks,
do.
guys.
And
Thank
20
you.
years, that's pretty darn awesome, my friend. And enjoy being an associate as you continue to move forward. Because I know the hearts from the people in the JCs, it doesn't stop. You can continue to give in different ways, and you continue to evolve, as you kind of mentioned earlier. But thank you guys. I appreciate it very much. Carrie, you didn't yell at me like one time through this show. I'm going to call that a win. And guys, we love what we do here in the local community and get messages out there. If we could support you in any way or help you get any message out there, let us know. But in the meantime, support local, love local, and we're stronger together. Peace out.